American Pickers Mike Wolfe closes Nashville antique store after 15 years and reveals reason behind tough decision. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another video. I hope everyone's having a great day. Before watching the video, please hit the subscribe button and like this video. The reality star has been slammed for selling overpriced items. American Pickers Mike Wolfe closes Nashville antique store after 15 years and reveals reason behind tough decision. Raising Cane's closes 849 locations on Easter for family time. American Pickers star Mike Wolfe has announced he's closing his Nashville antique store Antique Archaeology in Nashville after 15 years of operation. Mike, 60, admitted it was a tough decision to shut down because his shop has meant the world to him. He revealed the last day of operation will be Sunday, April 27, and he will make an appearance at the store. I've been so proud to be a part of this neighborhood, this city, and this chapter of life, he wrote in an Instagram post on Friday morning, April 18. But sometimes, even when something is good, you have to pause and ask yourself where your time is going, and where your heart is calling you next. He cited his family, which includes longtime girlfriend Letitia Klein and daughter Charlie, 13, for closing his doors. Mike Wolfe's girlfriend finally addresses if she'll join American Pickers. "For me, that's family," the American Pickers star explained. "It's slowing down a little, staying rooted, and focusing on the new projects that are pulling at my soul. I'm not disappearing, not even close. I'll still be picking, sharing, and selling online and at our original LeClaire, Iowa store. But I've learned over the years that it's easy to spread yourself too thin, and balance is something we all chase in one way or another." Just days left until American Pickers star Mike Wolfe closes store forever. This isn't goodbye, it's just a new rhythm. I'll forever be grateful for every moment in that Nashville space and for all of you who made it more than just a shop. You made it home. American Pickers Mike Wolfe reveals show will go on long break for first time in 15 years as he seeks career change. Mike has been slammed recently for his shop's jaw-dropping prices. One fan ripped on Google reviews. Huge disappointment. Made a special trip to go there. Total waste of time. Very few items were for sale, and what was there was overpriced. Don't waste your time. Waste of time. We love the show, and we're excited to get to go, but it was a total waste of time. Another fan blasted. They have shot glasses, t-shirts, and koozies and shop towels with their name on it, but not much else. Very few antiques, and the ones they have are super expensive. $1,500 for a small Quaker sign. A third said, "The Antique Archaeology store left me unimpressed. A lot of mass-produced souvenir items for sale with a few antiques on display." Mike Wolfe's businesses. Mike Wolfe has created a business empire featuring real estate, antique stores, and more. "Would have been very disappointed if I came up just for this," a fourth customer whined. "Was expecting an antique store, not an American Pickers gift shop." While Mike's Iowa shop will remain open, fans also have expressed frustration with the selection and prices available there as well. One customer said, "Place is way overrated and overpriced. Highly recommended to stay away from this place. Overpriced items they found at estate sales that they dust off and then charge 3x the price." And that's most stores. Mike is also going to take a break from filming Pickers, which has run consistently since 2010. "We haven't done that in 15 years, so that's going to feel good," he said. "For 15 years, we have just been going and going and going." After 15 years of sifting through history and sharing his passion for vintage treasures with fans across the country, American Pickers star Mike Wolfe has made a decision that stunned his loyal supporters. Wolfe has officially closed the doors to his beloved Nashville antique store, Antique Archaeology, marking the end of an era that began with a dream, a couple of vintage motorcycles, and a whole lot of heart. The news comes amid a period of reflection and personal transformation for Wolfe, who has been navigating career shifts, fluctuating show ratings, and an evolving antiques market. For Wolfe, the closure wasn't just a business decision. It was an emotional one, rooted in nostalgia, personal growth, and an unshakable bond to the stories behind the stuff. It was a tough decision. I'd love that place, and it's been a huge part of my life. But sometimes you have to make space for new things to come into your life. Wolfe shared in an exclusive video statement posted on Instagram. The store was more than a shop. It was a meeting place, a piece of my soul. But I feel like it's time to turn the page. The announcement sparked an outpouring of emotion from fans, many of whom made the pilgrimage to Nashville over the years just to experience the rustic charm of antique archaeology, tucked into a former car factory in the city's Marathon Village. For them, the store wasn't just a retail space. It was a shrine to Americana, filled with relics of a bygone era, curated by the man who helped redefine how people viewed junk. The doors close. The story opens. It wasn't just a shop. It was a sanctuary, where dust turned to gold, rust whispered stories, and time seemed to stand still. But on a quiet Thursday afternoon in April, a closed sign dangled in the window of Antique Archaeology Nashville. This time, it wasn't temporary. After 15 years of being more than just a retail space, after becoming a landmark, a love letter to Americana, a living museum curated by American Pickers star Mike Wolfe, the shop has closed its doors for good. There was no fanfare, no press conference, just an Instagram post and a long sigh heard around the community of pickers, fans, and nostalgic dreamers who had made the trek to Marathon Village just to see it. The same red brick building that had drawn thousands of visitors now stood still, the neon buzz of activity dimmed to a quiet hum of memories. This was not easy. Wolfe began in his heartfelt message to fans. This place has been my heart for a long time, but sometimes you have to let go of something good to make room for something greater. It was a decision years in the making, born not from failure, but from growth, vision, and a shifting landscape that even the savviest picker couldn't ignore. In true Wolfe fashion, the closure wasn't about loss. It was about evolution. A dream born in rust and oil. Before American Pickers became a TV phenomenon. Before antique archaeology became a brand stamped across trucker hats and coffee mugs, there was just Mike, riding the back roads of the Midwest on his motorcycle, looking for the forgotten, the buried, the beautiful. Wolfe opened the first antique archaeology store in LeClaire, Iowa in 2000. Nashville followed in 2010. The city was rising then, a mecca of music and reinvention. Wolfe saw in it what he saw in every rusted sign and cracked porcelain gas pump: potential. I remember walking into that old Marathon building and just knowing, Wolfe said, it had bones. The character, the soul. Everything about it told a story, just like the things I pick. The Nashville store wasn't just about selling antiques. It was a destination, an experience. It smelled of wood and iron, echoed with blues music, and wrapped visitors in a warm embrace of nostalgia. People came from all over the world to visit, to feel something the store meant to Nashville and beyond. For 15 years, antique archaeology was a cultural landmark in Nashville. Nestled in the heart of Marathon Village, it became a must-see for tourists and a regular haunt for locals. It wasn't unusual to find a tour bus parked outside or fans lined up to snap selfies beside the weathered sign. The store had something for everyone: vintage motorcycles, folk art, jukeboxes, rusty gas pumps, and quirky trinkets that defied description. And occasionally, if you were lucky, Mike Wolfe himself would be behind the counter, swapping stories or offering an unexpected handshake. It wasn't just about the antiques, said longtime visitor Caroline Jensen, who drove from Michigan 6 times over the years just to visit. It was the feeling you got, like you were stepping into a piece of America you didn't want to lose. Why now? Mike Wolfe gets honest. While many assumed the closure was sudden, the truth is, it wasn't. Wolfe had been wrestling with the idea for years. The world is changing, Wolfe admitted in his announcement. The way people shop, what people value, how they connect with history, it's all shifting. He went on to say the store had become more of a symbol than a storefront. The brand had grown beyond the walls of Marathon Village. And Wolfe himself, he's been changing too. I've been doing a lot of soul searching, he shared. Spending more time in nature, on my bike with my daughter. The truth is, I need space. Space to breathe, to create, to reconnect with what made me fall in love with this life in the first place. The decision, he emphasized, had nothing to do with profit or failure. In fact, business was strong. The crowd still came. The merchandise still moved, but the pull of the open road was calling again. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, America Trends 24, and stay with us.